So you've toned highlighted hair and the base has shifted. Those roots are warm. Well, keep on watching because I'm going to tell you exactly how to fix it. Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Sometimes I wear snazzy shirts, oh yes, and sometimes Christmas has landed here in my flat. You might see the lights in the background just about. I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm a hairstylist and this time of year is busy. So you have to make the most of it and be in the moment and enjoy all of it in its entirety. In other news, shifted bases, what some people might call hot roots. I've been getting lots of questions recently about bases that have shifted through toning or through perhaps using a permanent colour and not expecting it to when you're doing a toner. And this video is how to fix that specifically on highlighted hair or multi-tonal hair, when hair is lots of different shades. It's lifted, the roots are warm, there's highlights in there too, there's natural colour. I know it can be very tricky if you're a hair pro like me or someone at home. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about in this video. So what exactly, it makes sense to start at the beginning, what exactly is a base shift or hot roots? Well, they are both the same thing. Sometimes hot roots can be when a very light colour has been put on something that's already been coloured with a very dark colour or a deeper colour, so the roots get brighter because tint doesn't lift tint. But here really in this video we're talking specifically about a situation where someone might have used a permanent colour plus 10 volume. There's an entire video here on my channel telling you why I don't do that. I will link it in the description. But someone might have used a permanent colour with 10 volume, toned the root with it, and the root has lifted. And that's because of the volume of the peroxide. There's a lot of energy in there, more energy than you might think. And then the heat of the scalp has just basically caused that natural level to shift. And then that means you're going to get a regrowth. Because really, in my opinion, you should only ever be toning with things that are zero lift. So that give you no lift, that have a lower volume of peroxide, that are specifically designed for that. If you don't want to cause a whole lot of problems, especially on highlighted hair, because that can cause you so many problems. If you've got hair that is bleached or lightened in some way, you've got natural colour, and then you shift that base, then you're going to get that slightly glowy root. And a shifted root, a base that has lifted just like half a shade, is always going to be warm, even if that person or you are very, very blonde. So that's exactly what a base shift or hot roots are. How do you deal with them? Oh, there's one other thing I need to tell you first. So it's interesting how sometimes the people that sit in my chair in my studio can inspire content. This is the gorgeous Miss Carter. Yes, Miss Carter has been a long-term, well, she's a good friend of mine, but she's also been a model for me, a house model. She appears in my bleach playlist here on my channel. Where am I? I had to think about it there for a second. But in between seeing her the last time and then seeing her recently, she had used a lightning spray. She thought, I hadn't seen her for a while, she started her own business and she thought, I'm just gonna pep up those roots a little bit. Oh my goodness. She has a lot of foils in her hair when I highlight it. She had quite a lot of regrowth. She had used, I can't remember which brand it was, but she'd used a lightning spray. They used 10 volume and it had shifted her root quite considerably, okay? So that's also worth bearing in mind, that those lightning sprays, and the thing is it's always going to be uneven, which makes it trickier, but I just wanted to throw that in there because, you know, those lightning sprays are, for me, in my opinion, I have got a video about them here on my channel, but in my opinion, they shouldn't be sold for that reason because they're always going to give you hot roots if you're a deeper base. If you're Scandinavian, super blonde, maybe, but other than that, I would steer well away from them because they're 10 vol. You see, there's a chain appearing, isn't there? Right, how do you deal with them? So there are a couple of different scenarios of how you deal with it. The first one, we'll do the simple, straightforward one first. And that is if you or your client wants to be darker, then it's very simple on how you're going to deal with it, even if their hair is multi-tonal, okay? And that is using the colour wheel. So you need to trust your eyes and look at what you see. Bearing in mind this is darker, okay? This is for the darker all over global result. Just making that clear. If you see orange, which most of the time, 80% of the time, that's what you're going to see from a hot root or a base shift, you will see orange. I love my colour wheel. The opposite of that is blue. Now, you probably won't need something that is straight up blue, but you will all need something different. So I can't give you very specifics because we'd be here all day. In fact, we'd be here for months probably. So the opposite of the orange is blue. So therefore you would need something that was cool, but maybe a mixture of neutral or natural. Then it would have some blue in it and maybe a little bit of violet as well to deal with anything that might be a bit yellow as well. And that would be in one formula or one home colour. And then that would go on all over globally. I would suggest using a demi-permanent, not a permanent colour, because you're adding more energy than you need to. And then that will sort out everything. Put it from root to tip. Bearing in mind, if you have other lighter pieces, they are going to go darker. If you're worried about it going drab or flat, then make sure it doesn't have too much of the blue or too much violet if you have some of that in the formula, and then you'll be okay. What you need to remember is it will always look darker. It will always look darker because you're toning out warmth. And when you remove the warmth, it absorbs more light and then it looks darker, but it is a simple fix. A quick reminder that I do have an entire toning playlist here on my channel. I can't give you all specific formulas. I do say that in every video, but people still ask because I think sometimes people want me to remove the responsibility from them, but I just can't. It's just not practical. I can't see you, and so much is lost in one sentence. You know, I would need to know everything, and it's just not tenable, you know, it's just not an option. So there is that playlist, and I know a lot of people find that very helpful, whether you are a consumer or a hair pro. So let's get to the highlighted. You have highlighted hair, you have shifted your base, and you want to deal with it, or you have a client that comes to you, a new client that you might think is a, you know, that you might class as a color correction. I don't use that term because I find it quite negative. But you want to deal with that band of lightness at the root. Listen up, everybody. You cannot tone that out. It needs to be lifted out like this with lots and lots and lots of foils. If you or your client still wants a highlighted result, it must be highlighted out, because if you tone that band out, it's going to go very dark. Makes sense, doesn't it? From what we were saying about if someone wants to be globally darker. Because you need to tone warmth on the level. If something is a level 8, you need to use a level 8. If something is a level 7, the formula needs to be a level 7. If you do that with highlights, even if someone wants a root shadow, it's going to go really dark. So the only way to do it is to highlight it out. You need to remove the band, but the good thing is that if only 10 volume has been used, it's very easy to highlight over the top of that. You need to pack the foils in, and I'm going to be honest and say here, it's a job that's best left to the professionals. I know that some of you wonderful people at home do DIY your own highlights, and big up to you. That's incredible, but I think that this kind of work is best left to the pros. And then what sort of result do you get? You get this. Of course, I did tone Miss Carter's hair afterwards as well, and I did put a very, very soft shadow on the root, very soft, because it was very, very warm and she's got a lot of hair, and even though I packed the foils in, there was still a tiny little shadow. But in my opinion, that is the only way that you can deal with highlights that have a base shift. Also worth adding before I say goodbye that I'm not talking about base breaking here. There are particular products that are called base breakers. I don't use them because they always create warmth, and I don't like warm roots. I just think warm roots that glow slightly from a base breaker, and that's my own opinion as a hair professional with nearly 40 years experience. If you love a base breaker, go for it, but I don't use them. So just to conclude, stay away from things that aren't zero lift if you're going to tone, and then you won't shift the base and you won't get those hot roots. If you have multi-tonal hair and you don't mind being darker, then it's quite simple, but always tone on the level. And if you have lots of highlights, the only way to get rid of that band is to highlight it out, in my opinion. Do you have some insight to share? Then I'd love to know in the comments. Have you had this happen to you at home? Are you a hair professional and this video has been helpful? If it has, you know exactly what to do. You liking this, sharing it with someone else, passing it on to a friend means so much to me because I love my community over here on YouTube. All of you folks are absolutely brilliant. That's it for now. You all take lots of care and I'll see you all in the next one.